Hello guys, I hope everyone is doing good today. Today I will be showing you one tool which I built most recently, and it's a desktop application that actually generates artworks on based or relying mainly on your graphic cards, and the graphic cards in here used is mainly NVIDIA graphic cards. So what you will get normally is this awesome file, and you will have this exe file which is about 6 gigabytes. Make sure not to change any of this, otherwise the tool will not work. So let's run it, and we should absolutely give it a little bit of time just to load up the AI model in the backend. And in the meantime, I'll go through the manual that goes with it. This is the kind of artwork that will generate, and many more. You have no idea how many variants it can make. So, and most important thing, it works offline. After the validation of the license key, it goes offline and you can generate as many as you want. It's 100% unlimited artworks, and I can show you that later. So the application, when it launched, it just gives you a ready status when it loads the NVIDIA model, and it finds itself compatible with it. Then you will have to give it a prompt, a negative one, and then you can set the steps as well as CFG scale, and then the size in width and height in inches. So I will just take one example from this manual in here. And where are the models like this one here? Okay, I'll go to the other one. Let's go with this floral. Okay, we can take this one. So we copy this one here. This is the prompt. Make sure that it's short and brief and also accurate, and then you take the negative prompt like this one here and copy paste again. Then we set 37 maybe steps as well as CFG for the sake of this example, because how it works, it relies on your graphic cards. So the better graphic you have, the fastest it will generate. For the sake of this, I can make anything at 28 inches on height, on width, and 40 on height, to actually 4 by 4. I'm gonna go to standards 10 by 10, and then I click on generate. So what you will notice after clicking on generate, if you go to the output file, it will automatically generate based on the date of file. And then when you access it, first thing that it generates is generation info, which is basically the data that you inserted in there. And I don't know how many did we try to generate, probably 5, yeah. And then we just wait for it to generate those. We will keep this page open, they will generate in here. So if I go there, you go, it generated one, and you can see the GPU usage goes up, and yeah, and this is 4 megabytes picture, and it looks like this. We can make it higher, and you will see that it's 3000 by 3000, which is 10 by 10 inches, and it will generate 10 more or 4 more because we set it to 5, and that's how it works. Going back to the manual, what you will get is that, just to show you, my generation was like this. Give me 1 second. If I go here, all of these I generated, and they have various of things in here, butterflies, and of course you need to mess up with the with the prompts in order to generate something similar like this, or even better if you play around it quite some time. Here another colors, and then still on butterflies. Seems that I'm a fan of butterflies as well as ducks, and this baskets of florals. This is a bookstore, I think. Yeah, bookstore, and then many more. Sometimes it goes black because it detects some unneeded generation that you shouldn't absolutely make, but that's understandable, and it happens rarely. Yeah, we go back to our generated ones, and then we go check how they are looking, this one in here, and you can see it generated 4 and still one remaining, and all are in the same size, of course. This one is good, and of course you can generate as many as you want, and then you can come back to the application, generation completed, and that's it. I will just, for the sake of it, I'll just put 40 by 40 inches and then click. I'll just do one because it's my graphic cards is not the best, but still, let's see. And then if I go here, it generates another file with the generation info, which is here 40 by 40, unlike the first one. And those 5 pictures are never the same. Each generated image is actually different than the last one. And for the sake of it, we keep this generation info if in case you ever forgot what you used as a prompt, as a negative prompt to generate this kind of files. It's still ongoing, so we'll just give it some time. While doing so, I'll go to the manual. It shouldn't be that hard. By the way, guys, the application is listed on Whoop, and I will share the link for the download in the description. One thing I need to note, this application only works on NVIDIA graphic cards. 8 gigabytes in VRAM would be fine, but it's preferably, as I have 12 gigabytes, it's preferably to have a better specs on the PC, so that way generation will be faster as well as the quality. But other than that, it should work also on the lower VRAM, like 8 gigabytes. And one thing that you should make sure of is this application doesn't work in AMD GPUs, but mainly on NVIDIA for now. And when we say for now, it's just the version 1. Let's see what was generated, this basket, and if I open it, it will be like 12,000 by 12,000 pixels in here, which is 40 by 40 inches. Yeah, and that should be it. Of course, in our Whoop store, we also have background removal. I don't want to go through it, but it's basically just upload whatever pictures you have, and it automatically removes the background and it becomes transparent. But that's a different subject, and the Whoop is this one in here with the products. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, much appreciated, guys. I will leave the needed links in the description. Please do visit us. Thank you.